Um, Chris, 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 can I have a word with you, please? Mr. Gale. Mr. Gale, how does it feel to be?
Bring my back to me. Yeah, but I won't able to remember.
Mr. Gale, how does it feel to be caught on the first day of a 5-day match?
Well, me got caught on the first day, and okay. Me get caught, and some first time me get caught, me get caught before. Yes, we get caught before. And what I'm saying is that you said we get caught in slips. So I hope my grandmother don't get misunderstood because she might think I'm a cross-dresser.
Can I call you Chris?
Chris? Yeah, Chris is from my friends and them. You may call me Mr. Gale.
Okay, Gale.
Mr. Gale.
Okay, Mr. Gale. Mr. Gale, you were caught on 69. What's your view in that position?
69? I said, what going on in my bedroom is no concern of yours, sir.
Mr. Gale, I was talking about your runs.
Oh, my runs? Oh, you talk about my runs then. But what I will say is that I can make a lot of runs. But the West Indies border control, they make me play big team. If them send me to play some school team, me make a lot of runs.
So what you're saying, that the West Indies can only be the primary school team?
Don't always in my mouth, sir. I said I can beat Arena government. I can be Barack or Senior and teams like that.
Mr. Gale, are you confident that Brian Lara and Ridley Jacobs could make the runs which have become so critical in securing our victory?
Oh, Brian Lara, sir. Well, this man, he's my captain, and he can play other cricket. But what I'm saying, his face is so, like what you call a monster face. I think any bowler, if they have their heads on, they can bowl Brian Lara, because once they consider his face, there is no way they can take his wicket.
And what about Mr. Jacobs, Mr. Ridley Jacobs?
Ridley Jacobs, you damn fast, sir. I'm married already. I don't think about Ridley Jacobs.
Mr. Gale, I'm talking about, wait a minute. I'm talking about the game.
Oh, you're speaking about the game. Ridley Jacobs, sir, is a good batsman.
A good batsman, but Mr. Gale, is his wicket safe? You're saying his wicket is safe?
Mr. Jacobs' wicket is more than safe. If you try to get a ball past his belly.
In closing, Mr. Gale, Brian Lara is currently the world record holder as a batsman. Do you think he is hopeful of breaking his own record in this test? And if so, what do you think the government should give him this time?
I say, Mr. If Brian Lara should break the record again, I say, I go change my name to Mr. Shirley. Because Brian Lara, I don't think he can do it again. And if he can do it again, I think the government of Trinidad should give him a fair set of excuses, because I fed about it when he make doxa, he has so much excuses. I say give him fresh excuses, Mr. Holly. Mr. Holly?
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Shirley. Mr. Gale, that's all we have at this time. Thank you very much. And now we get on with the game. We take you back to our commentary.
Bongo clap, man. The rascal, man. The rascal. Bongo clap, man. The rascal, Mr. Holly, man. The bongo clap, man. It's a charge.
ground, the grass.
Where all of them going?
Ain't you batting with me? Don't go in and spot him.
A very good morning to one and all, and welcome to the Antigua Recreation Ground for the third day's play in this fourth test match between the West Indies and England. And you can just touch the excitement in the air as it promises to be a nail-biting morning's play as Brian Lara is the West Indies captain. He is on the verge of creating history again, and he's just a few runs away from becoming the first batsman in the history of the game to score 400 runs. As we are seeing the umpires coming out onto the field, followed by the English players, and they are getting ready to start this morning's play. Steve Harmison is the bowler. He has been called a couple times for running on the pitch in the last couple of days' play, but he is now, we're waiting on Brian Lara and Ridley Jacobs, who will be coming on to open the innings here for the West Indies. Steve Harmison doing his warm-up exercises and getting ready here. It's really a momentous occasion here as Brian Charles Lara will definitely on the verge of breaking the world record once again and scoring 400 test runs. Steve Harmison warming up and the Englishmen getting ready to try and get rid of Brian Lara as soon as possible. And as the entire Antigua Recreation Ground awaits the presence of the Prince of Port of Spain, Brian Charles Lara. Brian Charles Lara with the wicketkeeper Ridley Jacobs as they come down the pavilion and enter the field. You can just hear the thunderous applause as Brian Lara, a couple runs away from Skit, take up the position and start the attack. Remember, Brian Lara has just 4 runs to get to 400 runs. 4 runs away from scoring 400 test runs and becoming the first man to go there. In he comes now, passes the umpire and bowls. He drives, he misses outside the off stump, nervous tensions. The Englishmen meet mid-pitch to discuss a way to get Brian Lara out. This is really going to be a momentous occasion if Lara could get these runs, ladies and gentlemen. He's on just 4 runs shy of scoring 400 test runs. Ridley Jacobs doing what he can. The bowler comes in again, passes the umpire now. Oh, but no, they are going to discuss another plan. A lot of psychological warfare going on here. They say cricket is played in the mind, and it's a lot of psychological warfare taking place here. He's back to his mark now. Passes the umpire and bowls. Lara, that's a no ball. The umpire calls a no ball. The umpire calls a no ball. He's overstepping. The umpire calls a no ball. Very, very tense moments here for the king, Brian Charles Lara. The bowler back to his mark, must be a disappointed man. He comes in again, looking to produce a similar delivery. That one looked like it had Brian Lara in some trouble. He comes in again, passes the umpire and bowls. Lara is wrapped on a pad. The umpire says not out. Lara seems to want the run, but the bowler back to his mark. Very, very tense moments here as Lara faces this first over and looking to get these 2 runs required to create history here at the Antigua Recreation Ground. He comes in again, bowls, and Lara drives this one, gets it through the gap, and that's 4 runs. He's got it. Brian Charles Lara, the world record holder once again. 400 runs, not out. He's being congratulated by Ridley Jacobs. He is definitely a happy man, and he should be. Brian Charles Lara of Trinidad and Tobago, definitely a proud man here at the Antigua Recreation Ground. He is being congratulated by all the English players, and he kisses the pitch now in his familiar fashion. What a moment indeed for Trinidad and Tobago. What a moment for the West Indies as Brian Charles Lara retains the world record, 400 runs knockout. He's the first man in the history of the game to do so. He is now being congratulated and will now step across to be interviewed by Ian Bishop. This is certainly a momentous occasion, and we are just now awaiting an interview to hear the words of Brian Lara. Well, there's a stalker running on the pitch as usual. Familiar scenes in the Caribbean.
Welcome to a special live telecast of Cricket TV. We're being seen over 130 countries around the world. My name is Deborah Maylard, and it's my pleasure this evening to bring to you, live and direct, the man himself. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Brian Charles Lara! Ladies and gentlemen, this is indeed a momentous occasion, and we have formulated some very special questions for Brian, never before heard or answered by Brian. We want to get into Brian's mind today. Brian, how are you feeling? Whew. All right.
I thought I'd get catch later.
Well, Brian, you certainly look in fine form.
Yeah.
Would you like to have a seat?
Yo, I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
400 runs is no easy feat, you know.
What? That could never be easy.
So, Brian, tell me, now that you've broken your own record, how do you feel?
Girl, let me tell you something. The way how things was going, if I didn't have them 2-0 after that foul, I would have been a dead man.
Quite true, Brian, quite true. Now, prior to your historic 400 runs, the whole country was very disappointed with the West Indies' performance in cricket. How did you muster up the spirit to achieve this momentous score of 400 runs?
Okay. When you hear running from Trinidad, then you just reach for you know?
I know, I had that experience myself. Well, Brian, darling, you don't mind if I call you Brian and I get a little
No, you could call me Brian anytime you want.
Could I kiss you, Brian?
Not now.
Now, Brian, this is a very rare opportunity even for me, Brian.
Yeah.
Being so close to you, Brian.
Oh, no.
And I realize now, Brian, that you're so handsome.
You find so?
You realize, Brian, of course, that with this achievement, you are now the most eligible bachelor, not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but perhaps the Caribbean. Any comments, Brian, darling?
Comments? Well, you know, Deborah, running is the name of the game. I might make 1,000 right now.
So, Brian, 400 runs, you are considered the best cricketer in the world ever. Tell me, Brian, what else are you good at?
Well, no, let me say it, man. Deborah, I am very good at making duck.
Making duck?
Yeah.
But I mean, isn't that something you would want to avoid? I mean, so that, you know, you wouldn't have a follow-on.
Follow-on? Deborah, I don't think you catch me, you know. I make a good curry duck. Duck in orange sauce. I make duck all over the world already, you know, and the people just love it. I'm just waiting for Trinidadians to like my duck.
Now, Brian, tell me. You must have met a lot of famous people, you know, throughout your career. How do you feel about a world figure like Nelson Mandela wanting to meet you, Brian Charles Lara?
Well, I thought that was going to happen, you know, Deborah.
Really?
So, you see, when we went to South Africa, I tell my teammates and them on the low, listen, this is Mandela. We can't beat South Africa. You understand? It's Mandela. I mean, look at what they suffer in apartheid already. I couldn't do the man that is my partner. I can't do that, man.
I understand. A lot of licks shared during apartheid.
Yeah, that's right.
And you did not want the West Indies team to share more.
To share more licks to the people in South Africa, apartheid. You know what I mean?
You're so compassionate.
I am very. Don't touch me like that, please. You will make the girls say, I have a child and I'm, you know. So.
Okay, Brian, now. Brian, there's been a lot of talk about naming a sports venue after you or a sporting academy after you. You know, if you had to choose somewhere to be named after you, where would you choose?
Well, look, I am not a fussy man, Deborah. I'm not a fussy. This is Brian Learie, okay? And I'm telling you, Manny Ramjohn have a stadium, eh?
Right.
Larry Gomes have a stadium.
True.
Jean Pierre have a large complex.
This is true.
You understand? Aisley Crawford have stadium too. I think they should give me the Oval.
Brilliant.
No, I mean, they ain't nobody name yet. And the way I see things happening in the Oval, hear what? You would rather the Oval be named after Enrique Iglesias?
No, not at all.
Eh?
No.
Even Millie Jackson?
Oh, no.
The Millie Jackson Oval?
No.
No, okay. So, the Brian Learie Oval. What do you think?
What do you think, ladies and gentlemen, the Brian Learie Oval?
Yeah, because you see, but you have to understand something. They name a whole promenade after me, but something worrying me. Every day, Cipriani be watching me cut eye.
I understand.
I think it's time for him to relocate.
Here, Brian. Here.
Yeah.
So cute. Okay.
Like she like me.
Brian, darling. There's been a lot of talk about you wearing your sunglasses on the field, you know, during a match, even when it's not sunny on the outside. Even in overcast conditions, you still continue to wear your sunglasses. Why is that?
When you see me wearing my sunglasses on the field, even though it's not sunny, it's because I am just taking a dim view of the cricket I'm seeing.
I hear you, Brian. I hear you. Now, Brian, one of your Australian counterparts had some not so nice things to say when you broke the world record. You know, what do you think about that? Did that hurt you?
Look, no, that can't hurt me. Listen to me. You realize that one of the Australian cricketers were caught in a doping scandal?
Oh, yes, I remember.
Yeah, well, you see, some people make high runs and some people just get high.
Point taken. Now, Brian, since breaking the world record, have you any regrets? Is there anything you would do differently?
I would do a lot of things differently. I would like people to understand something here. Now, I would like to make an apology to the president of this great republic. I would like people to know that Max Richards is my friend, okay? He's my good partner. And since he here, people start calling me His Excellency. The man called me up. I tell him not to worry, Max. Don't worry, Max, okay? Because here it is. You don't like old house, and I don't like old house. And my house nicer. It have a bigger pool.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you invite me over to check it out?
Soon.
Now, Brian, if not cricket as a career, what would you choose? What other career might you choose if it wasn't cricket?
Comedy.
Comedy?
Yeah.
Why comedy?
Because all these years I played cricket, you know when the West Indies doing something or the people think we play the fool? I just see comedians playing the fool all the time deliberately and everybody like that.
You have a point there, Brian.
Yeah.
Brian, you have any jokes?
Jokes? What jokes you telling me about?
Brian, why do you keep wiping your face
Oh,
like that?
jeez, I need you, Deborah. You didn't see me kiss the floor just now, then?
Yes?
I find the dog catchers in Trinidad should start doing their work. I'm going to wash my face.
Well, thank you very much, Brian Learie.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian Charles Learie.
Thank you!